talked about this earlier in the show, and we're about to go a level deeper on it. This is what Micah Parsons tweeted during the Ravens-49ers game. And I quote, "Down 21 and there are no shots or development throws, exclamation point. Should tell you all you need to know, exclamation point." I'm sure the 49ers will read that as a shot at Brock Purdy. So this is what Deebo Samuels said in response to that tweet on Kay Adams' show. "Bro, we beat you 42 to something a long time ago. I don't get why he's so bothered about what we got going on over here. I don't understand, like you saying you could be a quarterback in our offense, and you've lost 2 straight." This is what our man Rob Gronkowski said to Kay Adams about Micah's tweet. "It's really weird that he's tweeting that out there. First of all, there's a saying out there, losers focus on winners and winners focus on winning. And if you want to be a winner, then you have to focus on winning." This was Micah's tweet response to Gronk. Prime example of let's attack the person rather than addressing the topic. Yeah, because it's so weird a football player is talking about football on a website where you can write your own thoughts and opinions, which to me completely missed or at least avoided Gronk's point. But Keyshawn, this time you first, if you would. Your opinion of all of the above.
Well, first, I applaud Deebo Samuel for protecting his teammates. Because I don't know which teammate is he talking about.
That should have been the one that feeds you.
Yeah, exactly. So let's assume he's talking about Brock Purdy because there was no shots taken, because he wasn't talking about Sam Darnold in the end, all right? He's talking about Brock Purdy with the 4 interceptions. I applaud him on that. In terms of Micah Parsons, focus should be on winning, not a team that beat you 42-10. We all watched the Baltimore game. It's fine. We don't play in the league anymore. We don't have to potentially see either one of these teams. We don't have to see the 49ers or the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to the Super Bowl regardless. We will be there at some capacity doing something. If we decide to watch the game or go because of appearances or take the show on the road, if in fact the Dallas Cowboys magically appear in Las Vegas, maybe we do too.
Never know.
That probably won't happen. But anyway, you gotta think about this when you Micah Parsons. I understand you have a podcast and you want viewership and listeners and all those sort of things. But in order to get those people to want to tune in to you, talking about a team that beat you 42-10, that's probably not a good way. Telling us how you're being held, telling us how you're going to do better, telling us how y'all going to strap things down and go beat Detroit. I'm okay with all of that because I'm not focused in on yesterday. Okay, I'm focused in on tomorrow because yesterday is already gone. It's in your back pocket. It's over with. It's gone to Pluto. There's nothing you can do about it. But when you engage in the Deebo Samuels conversation by starting it, now all of a sudden you focused in on a team that beat you 42-10. And then Gronk is just doing his job as a television analyst personality. Yes, you can, if you Micah Parsons, talk about everything except other players on other teams and about how bad they're doing because you are still actively in the league. You're actively in the league. Now, you've been there people out there say, well, what's the difference between what y'all do and what he does? We don't play no more. We don't play no more. We ain't got to walk on the field to see that guy if we decide to say he can't. And then have Brock Purdy, if y'all see him again, throw for 350, 3 touchdowns, and run one in on your side, and you wind up with 0 stat line. How that's going to look? Leave that man alone, man. Focus in on Jared Goff and Jameis Winston and them and St. Brown, Amon-Ra, and focus in on that.
Who you're playing right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now on Saturday.
Yeah, but you will see San Francisco and he will be talking. You know, he was talking about the hottest game.
You hope to see San Francisco.
Well, yes, sir. And he was talking about the hottest game, and that was the Baltimore Ravens and 49ers game. Now, I got to say this about Micah Parsons, too. He's one of those guys that really believes he can play every position on the football field.
He can.
He really believes that.
If he focused in, he probably could.
Right. And
He'd probably be the baddest tight end to ever face the field.
Right. He asks Coach all the time, can I play some offense? Can I go offense?
Running
and
back,
he's
all
really
that.
serious about it. Trips out. Herschel Walker used to do that. All the time, want to play every position, wanted to fight Mike Tyson. I said, stop talking to me about fight Mike Tyson. You're going to get killed.
K-I-L-T.
K-I-L-T is going to hurt a lot. That's it. That's that other. But those certain athletes, they think they can do any and everything. And Michael Parsons happens to be one of them that thinks he can do any and everything. And if this is what he does to get him fired up to play, this is what he wants to do. This is what he wants to do. I'm okay with what you're saying, Key, about staying away from talking about San Fran.
If I'm playing against San Francisco,
right,
Michael,
because let me tell you what.
If I'm playing against San Francisco this week and they did the 42-10 to me, I will say something. But I'm not playing. I don't know when I'm gonna see them again.
Right. And I can dig that. I can dig it that you don't know it and you say that. But you're going and he's looking at, this is the team. Everybody says the best team. And he's talking about, hey, we can get this team and we can do this and we can do that. I got no issue with any of that. You just got to show up and do it. And the reality is that San Fran is just a bad matchup for the Dallas Cowboys.
So focus on Detroit. Yeah. Focus in on Washington.
Focus in on what, but see, that's y'all do. Focus in on what makes you play the best football the next time you on the football field. And if it's talking about San Fran, I don't care about, I don't know, but I'm just saying what makes him play his best football. I want him to focus. We can't tell him what to do. I'm okay with him doing what makes him play his best football.
Michael,
what brings the best out of him.
Michael, you're 100% right. We can't tell any man what to do. We can't count another man's money. We can't do any of those things. What I'm trying to do as a former professional football player is give him the advice so that I don't have to sit up here and look at y'all little weeping faces on Monday when we come back in after Detroit runs the football down your throat. In the Twitter lines, in the Instagram lines are talking about Michael Parsons talking about a team that beat him 42, but y'all couldn't stop Detroit. I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to look at you stressed out. So that's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And
that's all I'm trying to say.
Michael, the problem is Micah is not a boxer. He's not a golfer. He's not a tennis player. He plays on a football team.
And that's the point I wanted to make sure, because you're right. Okay. When I used to mess with defensive ends, God bless his soul, Tua used to, and they used to say, Michael, you ain't blocking him.
Yeah.
Don't say a word to him. Yeah. And then, now there may be players saying to Michael, now some of these don't rile guys up that I'm playing against. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if it brings the best out of him.
But he just stirred up the baddest hornet's nest in this league right now. Because that team, I know they got dismantled by the Ravens, but that was rare. They were at the wrong place, wrong time, wrong team. But against us, they're a hornet's nest.
What happened to Philadelphia when the 49ers played Philly? Philly, the 49ers ran through Philly because, as he said, a hornet's nest, Deebo Samuel called Bradbury trash or whatever it was.
Right.
He got at him.
I understand that, but they also were talking about Cleveland, and Cleveland put Deebo out. And when
I don't remember them talking about Cleveland.
Yeah, they were talking. Remember, that was a defensive battle. They were talking. Listen, saying don't say anything. Don't get them mad. I understand. Don't get them bulletin board material. But everybody's going to show up and play.
Michael,
everybody's going to show up. This is the NFL.
I think maybe I'm not explaining myself clear enough to you sometimes and Richard sometimes. Maybe I have to get a bit clear. I'm not saying.
I'm okay. You're perfectly clear.
He can say whatever he wants to say.
But you're saying not talk about other teams. And
not
focus,
playing
focus
the 49ers.
on yourself.
They hung 42 on you, Michael.
But that ain't how it works in the media business. When you're playing a team, everybody wants to hear about the Cowboys and the 49ers.
That's a month from now if it happens.
He has to keep his...
If it happens, it's a month from now. At least, right, Skip?
And by the way, a little breaking news on this topic. The Dallas Cowboys opened as a 6 Lions, and I said right out of the box, that's way too many points. Detroit's better than that, and they're playing at a higher level. That has been bet all the way down as we speak to 4.5. That's a big change. I bet it will go down. I bet it'll go down to 3.5 before this is over.
Well,
Because
y'all play good at home, though.
Okay, but Detroit is playing at a higher level right now than our we just lost to.
And still playing for the number one seed. And still playing for the number one seed.
To your point, this is at hand. Detroit is coming in. You've lost 2 in a row. You're going to lose 3 in a row. I think they're going to lose 3 in a row. I got a bad feeling about this game, but I'm not going to write them off because there is that beautiful pie in the sky scenario.
Already,
okay?
man.
No, I haven't. I have not because I told you from day one we can beat Baker at Baker. We can win a game at Tampa. And right now it looks like that would be the game.
But you didn't write them off from the Super Bowl?
I don't write them off to get to the Super Bowl because here's my point. If you go win at Tampa and all of a sudden, if the fates decree it, you might get to go back to San Francisco.
You literally just told me the other day you're done with the Cowboys.
I didn't.
I had to get you off his clip. You came to me, didn't you? You came to me and said, Michael, I'm done with them. I'm done with them. You got to talk me back on this.
You are not listening to me. I said they're going to lose out. I said they're going to lose out, but I'm not done. I said from day one they're going to go win at Tampa. They went last year and destroyed Tampa. It was their best game of the year.
Okay.
I have said that.
Maybe you said they're going to lose out. Maybe you said that.
Speaking of podcasts, go listen to my podcast that I taped yesterday because I laid it out. But I needed everybody to write us off. I needed everybody to ridicule and shame the Dallas Cowboys until they went and won a playoff game. And then we get to go back to San Francisco, and the third time would be the charm. We lost 19-12 at San Francisco last year. We held McCaffrey. Go look at his yards.
See, this is with me and you. We get into it.
Okay,
you lost 42-10.
19-12.
The last time you was in Levi Stadium, it was 42-10.
But playoffs to playoffs. Next time we go will be a playoffs. Playoffs to playoffs. His comps are exact.